Or they try to.
And welcome back to the Pittsburgh Business Virgin. We are here with Christopher Evans of TrueFit, the VP of Marketing, and I'm sure many other hats there. My name is Jimmy Wells, and I'm here with Brad Hillbert, President and CEO of Three Rivers Wealth Management. And Chris, we were talking a little bit off the air, and you've been with TrueFit for about a year and a half. Mm-hmm. TrueFit, a successful company. Prior to you getting there, what has happened, and what has been successful marketing for you to turn this company into even something bigger?
This is your chance. We're going to set up almost like a resume for you going in to ask for a raise here.
I like it. Well, thank you. I appreciate the support, guys. I guess I'll be investing with you when that happens.
TrueFit, you're watching this. Listen up.
Well, first off, I'd be remiss if I didn't say it started with Darren Grove when he started this company. I know Darren, our founder and CEO, began this company understanding that there was a product in a friend of his mind that he wanted to bring to life, and he couldn't do it alone. And Darren, a software engineer, brought together a couple of friends that were software engineers that he had known his whole life and built a company out of his basement without taking a dime of investment. And he founded the company on core values and core principles that have, I think, Jimmy, led to their success up to this day and in the future as well. Those are very much guiding principles. It's being collaborative, serving the common good, empowering our clients, and being collaborative and principled. Those are some pretty powerful founding principles, and those are things that every TrueFit employee subscribes to and tries to live out every day in our personal and professional lives. So when we talk about the success that TrueFit has enjoyed, it's much more than just software development or being.
And the company's been around,
yes,
Christopher, since the 90s, right?
Yeah, 1997 we were founded. And it started with literally 3 or 4 people in Darren's basement. And now we're a team of over 40, mostly development and engineering talent and some user experience folks, graphic design.
Got some HP elements to it, starting
yeah.
in a garage, right?
Yes, very much so. And what's really interesting about that is, when we talk about our success that we've enjoyed, and I will come back to your marketing question in a moment, a lot of people say, what do you do? How do you do it? Anyone can tell you those answers. There's a great book by Simon Sinek out there that talks about why. Why you do what you do in life is so important. It's something that people don't realize. And why we do what we do is because we believe, honestly, at the end of the day, innovation is critical to thrive. It is critical for the community to grow, for families to be built, for businesses to be built, for the world to keep growing and evolving. Innovation is critical. That's why when we say we're an innovation firm, it's not a brand ploy. It's really our DNA. It's our why. People like Darren and myself are entrepreneurs. We've been involved with startup companies. I myself have been a part of a number of successful startups, a couple unsuccessful ones as well, and also startup business lines within established companies that were looking to pivot or get into new market areas. Jimmy, your question about TrueFit. When I was invited to come aboard this magnificent team, I saw an absolute diamond in the rough. I saw Pittsburgh's best kept secret in both innovation and technology. The track record has always been there, building commercial software for companies all across the country. Our foray into mobile application development, which is so hot, and social media apps and web apps, and really the future and the present of what's going on in technology. But what was lacking was a sales culture, a marketing culture. And what I wanted to do was take my experience in branding and in authentic branding, really make the best pieces of TrueFit pop out in louder, bigger ways across circles of influence. And the first way we did that, we sat back and took a look and said, who in the community needs to know about us? Is it the investment community? Is it, and it is, the venture capitalists, the angels? Mm-hmm. Is it individuals within circles of influence that will be likely to touch mobile application by the, mobile application development by the nature of their business? Absolutely.
That's going to be everyone here soon.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And it's getting established within those circles and really making an impression that is genuine and authentic. so that people know that if they pick up the phone and say, I want you to call Christopher or any of the team at TrueFit, that's their word to their friend or their trusted colleague that you're going to be able to help them do something. That's very important to us. We're 100% referral-based business. And some of the things that we've done, in short, to be very successful, we embarked on a comprehensive rebrand, really trying to find what we thought is our singular differentiator in the marketplace, and espouse that across all of our channels, all of our mediums. I'm sorry, go ahead, Brad.
No, what I was going to say, Christopher, if someone's sitting watching this right now, watching this video, and they have a solid, you were talking about market, product, team earlier, which is something I wrote down.
Sure.
So they have a good team, they have a good product, they have a good market, but they're trying to get it out. What would be kind of the bullet point steps that they need to follow, or that you followed when you joined the TrueFit team?
Well, remember earlier we talked about knowing what's missing in a team?
Yeah.
This company identified that they needed help in marketing and sales to achieve goals, not to sustain, but to thrive. I would say the same to any business owner. If you are not a marketer, if you're not a salesperson, if you don't have deep experience in building a company from the ground up, find someone like that and bring them in, because there are inherent experiences they'll bring to the table that will help you accelerate getting to market. Marketing and sales are critical components of any business. That seems obvious, but you'd be surprised how many times I've sat in investor pitches where I see an impressive product or an impressive CEO that fundamentally does not understand the importance of applying fundamental marketing principles.
What was the first key thing that you did when you got to TrueFit?
I took inventory of our team. I wanted to see who was well placed within the roles, respectively. Were there people that were misaligned? I'm not talking about cutting jobs. We didn't do that.
Yeah.
What we were talking about is, are people living out their full potential within the company?
Yeah.
In some cases,
are they
weren't.
utilizing?
Are
their
they
skill-
utilized well?
Are they utilizing their skill set based in their current role?
And we had some individuals that were far more engineering centric than sales centric, doing things that were sales oriented. I wanted to dumb that down and get rid of that. I didn't feel that they could thrive, and that has been successful for us. We looked at compensation strategies for some of our salespeople to help them accelerate their personal goals, and that's worked very well for us. I've also added team members. I added 3 strategic hires on the front office team in marketing and in sales that have completely transformed our bandwidth ability to locally get out and work the circuits that are so important for us. And I think that one of the other key pieces of that is when you add team members to a company, they have to fit the culture. Not just my style, but the TrueFit culture.
Yeah.
If they're really going to be successful and happy there. And I can tell you, I can't say enough about the type of people I have around me throughout the entire company. And again, it also goes back to Darren's leadership. He's a very prescient leader who's seen downturns in the past, and he and I click very well. The chemistry that you have between principals in a company, I'll tell you, it's make or break.
Changing the compensation, changing some job roles. How was that? You did that, I'm guessing, fairly early on.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Within the first 30 days.
And how was that received initially?
Well, quite frankly, I think...
Because sometimes those are tough
it's a
conversations.
Tough thing. Yeah, it's tough. I had individuals who were always hardworking and very talented on our team. That was never the question. What it was, I think, was a matter of really stepping back and saying, well, if we're going to be going into new areas, how can these individuals be very successful individually and collaboratively with our goals? So I think it was... the timing of readjusting some of those programs worked well because we were going into brand new areas. You don't know what you don't know until you get into a new market. So how can you say, these are firm metrics that we have to live by?
Yeah.
No, you have to have some flexibility. You have to err on the side of effort until the results happen. Yeah. And you have to believe
But
in
at
people.
one point or another, you got to...
Oh, yeah.
You give people enough rope to hang themselves, so to say. Yeah.
I'm pleased that we didn't have that problem here. I mean, my team, I think, just needed a little bit of guidance and a little bit of help understanding the brand and its importance in their day-to-day life. The new brand. Remember, it wasn't just a rebrand, but it was actually pivoting in a new direction for the company because we're going into new areas of technology.
Yeah,
right.
Chris, Christopher, you said something that really stuck out, and part of the rebranding or the brand that you already had was making the client experience genuine and authentic.
Yeah.
I thought that, in particularly from a referral-based business, and your
Crucial.
marketing and what TrueFit stands for,
Crucial.
that I thought that was a great piece.
Thank you. Well, there's a reason we began, Jimmy, with talking about our core values and not what we do. That's mission critical to what we do. And I think that people understand, I want to work with people that have a similar worldview, people that understand TrueFit is here to empower their product. It's not about us. We don't take ownership or equity. In some very rare cases, we have structured deals in order to help accelerate by taking some equity. But our clients own their own intellectual property. We're just here to help enable them. Literally, our tagline, enabling innovation, it's not a cute, fancy tagline. What it is we want to leverage what we know to help them get products to market.
Hold your thought there. We're going to be back with Christopher Evans from TrueFit, and we're going to hear from Christopher because he's been involved in a lot of companies. What are some of the stumbling blocks? Of some of those firms, the ones that didn't pop, didn't make it. What were some of the the roadblocks that ended up popping up and stopping that? Because I think that's important for anybody watching this. We're going to be back with Christopher Evans, VP, TrueFit.